So a lot of you know that my knees are messed up, but that doesn't mean you don't stop going, you don't stop pushing. Life's about improvise, adapt, and overcome to every situation that's in front of you. A lot of people hate that message that I say continue pushing, continue finding your new 100%, continue finding your best self. If you don't like that message, this is not the place to be. I'm about people trying to find the best they have, not making excuses, overcoming any and all obstacles.
There are two groups of people walking the earth. Right? You got one group right now. Now, both groups have these dreams and these goals. Both groups from the time that they were young saw things on television, read things in books. They physically saw people doing things. They was like, yo, I want to do that. So what I want you to do for me is I want you to, and I know a lot of you are adults and you're adulting, and sometimes you don't have time for dreams and goals and stuff, right? But I want you to do me a favor, like don't let life do you like that. Like don't let life put you in a circumstance or a situation where you stop dreaming. Like don't let life put you in a situation where you are helping somebody else make their dreams become a reality. You forgot you have your own. Like don't do that. Don't get so caught up giving some job 30, 40, 50, 60 hours of your day that you don't have any time left for yourself. And so do me a favor, I don't want reality right now. I'm not interested in how much your student loans are. I'm not interested. Because your student loans are sucking your dream. I'm not interested right now. And I got a divorce and right now I just can't. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Eric, I lost a child and you don't know what it's like to. I'm not interested in your reality right now. I want you to get back to your dreams. I want you to get back to your goals, because no matter what is happening in life, you've got another 30 years, another 40 years, another 50 years. Like you can't get stuck on, like you can't let that thing that devastated you in 1989, the thing that devastated you in 1996, 2001, like you can't wake up every day to 2001. 2001 was a tragedy, yes it was, but you can't stay there. Look, I want you to look at your goals, and I want you to ask yourself this question. Do you know what it takes to make that happen? Like, do you, like literally, like, because this is all it's gonna take. Three things, this is all it's gonna take. Do you know what it takes? And you guys have an advantage because you've been at this conference, I think, 3 days, you got a whole bunch of information. Look, the only thing it takes to go from where I went to, a homeless, high school dropout, sleeping in abandoned buildings, eating out of trash cans, I went from being a high school dropout, getting a GED to having a PhD. Listen to me, the only thing it takes is knowing what it takes. So one day I woke up and was like, okay, E, stop talking about what you don't have. You need to know what you don't know so you can get to where you're trying to get to. So being successful is not who you are, it's what you know. So I need to get a different relationship to knowledge. So I'm hyped, but I did not come here just so you can get pumped up or get hyped. You have been given information. You are this close to making every dream you wrote down happen. Why? Because you have been taught by the best of the best. You have been taught by the best of the best. You've been taught by people who've been doing this for years. You've been taught by people who love you and care for you. People who are giving you information that you're not going to get randomly on your own. And so you are this close to your dreams and goals. So I have to ask you the question. You have the information. Now, what are you going to do with it?
You gain knowledge through suffering. And on the other end of suffering is a world that very few have ever seen. It's a beautiful world, because that's where you find yourself. You don't find yourself in over here. You find yourself on the other end. The permanent result comes from you I say it all the time, you have to suffer. You have to make that a tattoo on your fucking brain, so when that hard time comes again, you don't forget it. I'm constantly callousing over my victim's mentality. Every day you have to do this shit. Because why? When you stop doing it, you don't just maintain it. If you stop shooting the gun, you're not gonna be a great shot when you pick the gun up a year from now. The only way to keep from getting rusty is to constantly over that motherfucking machine. The machine exists. That you challenge it every day.
You were born with greatness in you. How long you gonna give me excuses and this person didn't do that and this person? I'm a high school dropout, slept in the Vanderbilt, ate out of trash can. We gonna tit for tat. How long you wanna talk about that? When we gonna start talking about traveling the world? When we gonna talk about realizing your potential and waking up every day and giving me 120%? So I need you to do me a favor. I need your whys. This is what I want you to do for me. I want you to wake up. I want your whys. If you can put them on your phone, you can get the face printed out, put them in the car. I need you to smell your family members every day, 3 times a day. I need you to touch them some type of way 3 times a day. Listen, I need you to see them 3 times a day. I need you to put their voice, like record their voice. And when you go to work and you feel like not working, push play. Push play. And just hear them say, Mama, I need you. Stop saying, Daddy, I need you, Dad. Look, ask your baby girl, say, Daddy, I need you to give 120% because my future is counting on your, predicated by your present. Just when your boss getting on your nerve, I want you to rise above your boss. I rose above the complaining. I couldn't say, God, why did she get MS? I'm like, wow, God, you blessed us with 23, just married, 23. She was healthy for 23. Thank you. She could have got this 10 years ago. Now she got it. Let's look at the good at it. Let's come up with a little health plan for it, and let's move forward and turn this sour lemon into lemonade. I was here. My wife will know in my death that I was here. She still will be provided for in my death.
Mediocrity is everywhere right now. And we're all trying to find an easy way out. And we're judging ourselves. We surround ourselves around people that make us feel great. They tell us what we want to hear. The second we put ourselves amongst the uncommon people, we don't like that feeling. We don't want that person who's constantly challenging our weaknesses. We want that person who's constantly, making us feel nice and good and secure in ours. That's the mediocrity of life. We want to be the best amongst the average people. You're mediocre now, man. What are you fucking doing today, tomorrow, the next fucking day? The mind's a medieval motherfucker. It's constantly fighting against you. It's the only thing in the history of the fucking world that shows up on time every time. It has a tactical advantage over you. It knows your fear. It knows your insecurity. It knows everything about you. It might be the only thing in that world that knows all about you. You gotta know about it. It's gonna show up when you don't want to show up. It's gonna show up at the worst time possible when you want to be successful. It's gonna say, take the easy road. Take the easy way out. You gotta learn your brain like your brain has learned you.